Special effects are over.
Get you guys. That's exactly how smooth it's going to go. You're in for a bumpy ride, so brace yourself. Welcome to the Potterotica podcast. Our very first live event. We are. You would think we paid like 90% of you to be here with that enthusiasm. So thank you.
The Craigslist ad worked. Yeah.
So the 10 of you that actually decided to come on your own. Raise your hand if a friend dragged you and this is not your idea. He's so funny.
If you're a boyfriend or girlfriend, you'll get something out of this. So. Should we start? So the whole premise for this was it's Harry Potter, the 20th anniversary of the books, which was totally convenient and made up. Who knows that was happening, but it worked to our favor.
Yes.
So if you have a drink, I think we should raise it to begin.
Yes.
This is tequila, right? Yeah. To Mama Joe for writing the greatest stories, and to Mama Joe's fans who write equally amazing stories.
Just to introduce ourselves, in case you don't know who we are, we're obviously the hosts of this podcast. I'm Allie Lefevre. I'm Lindsay Rudge.
And I'm Danny Chapman. That's the correct speed.
Great. This is in line with the number one most downloaded episode is the very first one Danny was ever in. And we're like, it's a coincidence. It's literally fine. It's literally listened to like 4 times more than any other episode combined.
I've got all sorts of devices to download it onto. It's Kindle.
You said your Nana just listened to it on repeat, right?
Yeah, Nana's got it. So to start, we're going to play a game. Never Have I Ever. You guys know this one, right?
It's a game we made up. It's so.
So what we're going to do, we're going to get a sense for who's in the audience by playing Never Have I Ever. We're not going to do 5 fingers, just drink every time. So, never have I ever read Harry Potter. Who has never read Harry Potter? This is going to be so confusing for you guys.
What an intro.
We are gonna play to the common denominator and explain the entire story to start. So, Harry Potter. You'll get time. You'll get it.
If you're not here because of Harry Potter, you just love sex. That's what I'm here for. He's just so horny they were walking by and saw the dress.
Okay, never have I ever, and I bet we'll get more to this, read erotica, erotic fan fiction. Who's never read it? If you listen to the podcast, that doesn't count. Who's read it on their own? Who's never read it on their own? The tequila's working. Okay, so we got a lot. So we're going to do a quick education through this. For real, on what it is and what we've learned because we're new to it. We hadn't read it either.
No.
So, never have I ever listened to Potterotica. This is the most intense way for us to get listeners. We host these, and 4 at a time we'll get listeners.
We've actually been doing this since noon today. On rotation. So.
And then never have I ever made Lindsay fan art. Who's never made Lindsay fan art? What the fuck, you guys? Make her some fan art. She's desperate over here.
I need constant information.
There's only one. Marco's made her some.
Who has gotten fan art?
Oh, yeah. Marco made Lindsay fan art. So the rest of you, start drawing. She'll be up here the whole time so you can see what she looks like. Okay, so we're going to play another game. We promise we'll read soon.
Yes. So we are going to run through the top 9 3/4 things you need to know about the Potterotica podcast. Do you guys get it? It's a joke. It's a Harry Potter.
That's the
don't know Harry Potter.
Station. Okay.
We'll explain every single joke. So, number 1.
So we did a little. So we were brainstorming before we got to Potterotica. We actually came up with this name at first. We were going to call it the Potterotica podcast, which would have been so bad. Which would have been so brilliant. It could have been a hair podcast. It could have been anything. But yeah, Potterotica, Harry plus erotica. You got to take a little time to brainstorm before you really land at it. And then we're like, oh, Potterotica, the name already exists. We should probably use that. So that's how we got here.
But a surprising lack of people. I mean, it's not like attributed to that much. So
No.
now we own it. It's ours.
Can we do we, Ryan, tech issue guys. I feel like we're like, woo.
Is that just the way we are?
Oh, great.
Well, then, just to, cool.
That's just us, Lindsay.
I'm a professional. We're a comedy podcast. I don't know if you already got that from our killer jokes. And that's so weird that got up there. I was like, don't put that. We got on the top 100 list on iTunes.
We took screenshots every single time we done it. We're like, 63, 62, 58, 46, 112.
But the reason I say that we're a comedy podcast is because some listeners or people who read about some of our press don't fully understand and get a little upset if we're not more serious or if we're not covering some of their favorite Harry Potter-centric issues. We got invited to a theology conference.
They wanted us to discuss eroticism in Harry Potter from a very philosophical or analytic perspective and give our perspective and viewpoint.
We're the wrong
We
people.
make good jokes, so probably not right.
If we can't say boner, we can't do our job.
Yeah, we can't.
3 podcast hosts got kicked out of a theology conference.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know anything about fan fiction, just like us, so we were newbies to this whole thing when we started this podcast. We all loved Harry Potter, but we knew fan fiction existed, but we didn't know anything about it. We are so far in this world now, it's like we can't even crawl our way out of it. But just so you know what fan fiction is in general, it's when fans of the book or movie series, they take the characters that they love, and they write them in their own stories. So, we're going to go through.
And then erotic means they write them in their sexy stories.
Sexy, oh yeah, you're right, yes. That's what we're into, only. And we also just, before we dive into the terms, we have had so much fun with this podcast. The authors who write these stories, lemon means sexual. So I think how it started was that they couldn't use the word sex or sexual until they started calling it a lemon, which is what they could get away with when they were writing stories.
Don't come in, Mom. I'm making lemonade. Yeah.
Don't read the lemon. Don't read the rest of it.
So much lemonade.
Shipping is putting 2 characters together, so relationship. So you ship them.
Which I still feel way too old to use. Like,
Yeah.
what do you ship?
That was the first. So I went to a DePaul conference and I held the fort down for the team and I gave an impromptu talk on erotic Harry Potter fanfic. People actually came to it. I don't know why. There was professors from all over the country over there.
We skipped other lectures they signed up for.
And they came. Mandy was there as my hype girl. But yeah, they came and they actually listened, and that's where I learned about or shipping rather. They're like, oh, so like who are the ships this season? I was like, I don't even.
It's like a bad dream. It's like I was in a conference and they asked me about erotic Harry Potter fan fiction, and I didn't know anything. There's a test.
Canon. That's following the original story written by Mama Jo. So when people like their characters in canon, that means they like the original pairings. Fanon, however, are the creative pairings that we get in the erotic Harry Potter fanfic world. So it could be Draco and Hermione, Hermione and Snape, Hermione and Harry, Hermione and Ron. Seems to be the one that gets around.
Not always Hermione.
Not always Hermione. It could be anyone, but the poor girl never gets a break. She never gets a break. Not every Crossover is combining characters from different fiction, different works of fiction. So
I think Tony Stark and Draco. You are so great.
We've got Mpreg, means male pregnancy. Anything is possible. That's my dream. Honey. And finally a one-shot, which is what we're going to be reading today, which is a single story, one chapter. So on the podcast, we read stories over multiple episodes. So it's very episodic. It keeps you hanging on the edge of your seat. You're gonna get down and dirty with the whole story today, from start to finish, literally.
Not a ton of plot.
Finish.
Yeah. And that's it for some. I hope you'll all educate.
So that's at the broadest level. What is fan fiction? With Harry Potter erotic fan fiction, there are some wild and wonderful stories. So we've tamed the beast for some of ours, but this is, I think, kind of a legend amongst the stories, amongst two characters, and I'll let you figure out who those characters are. So this is first encounter by Lyris Malaki. Lyris, if you're here, I'm so sorry. Do that again. The giant squid complied, and as he did so, thrust his second tentacle in. Hogwarts shuddered, coming very close to ending the fun. The giant squid backed off, unwilling to finish so soon. He waited for Hogwarts to calm down before sending the second tentacle to search the room. He felt the need to fill Hogwarts as much as possible, and he raised another tentacle, caressing the outer walls, running along the window sills, and tracing individual bricks. So caught up in the bliss, Hogwarts didn't notice the giant squid slip in a third and fourth.
And that's the story for tonight.
Thank you. So if you want the rest of the story, it's mesmerizing. Search PWP, castles and squids. So.
And the stories that we read on the podcast is legal. They're 18 plus. And when the Chicago Tribune did a story on this, the shelter here. Cool, she said she's gonna come.
We're like, shit, I want to get myself into and post it on the door.
And they tweeted about the article. They were like, several, I think that people only read the headlines, which, you know, imagine that. Imagine someone only getting the news from a little bit of, it's weird. And so they'd be like, what kind of perverts would write this sexy stuff about kids? And I was like, this is like a whoever dealt it, smelt it situation. Smelt it, dealt it?
Yeah, that's right.
Because you're the pervert, you think we would write about children, or read about children. So anyway, they're not kids. We don't write about sexy kids.
They're
just
legal.
adults.
And not only just that, is we comb all of our stories to make sure everything within the story is also legal.
This is like how companies have like a million asterisks at the bottom of every ad. We're like, it's erotic Harry Potter fan fiction, it's crazy, but they're legal, and everybody's consensual. You don't have to listen if you don't want to, and you should be respected. And we recently learned there's an outpouring of people that understand the order in which you should insert into different orifices. So. Too much, sorry.
Number 6, we made a ton of 90s references. We didn't plan for this, and I think it turns out that all of our entertainment knowledge stopped after 99, maybe 2000. I think that may be me. I think it's just me. But we deal in almost solely 90 references throughout the podcast, at everything from Pogs to GAC to Teen Beat, Tiger Beat magazine to
Fruitopia.
90s rom-com, the debate between Cool Ranch and Cooler Ranch, like what sounded better. Yeah.
Hot topics.
This one's me. We end up singing a lot on the podcast. We didn't intend to. None of us besides me are classically trained. So I share what I can. We sing a little ditty at the end of every episode. Should we regale?
If you know it, I would say sing along.
Who's starting it? You.
When the episode ends, check your underpants.
Are you ones up or down?
So we're gonna ask you guys that at the end of the story. We hope it's a wands up situation.
And it's obvious why we sing, because of how we sound.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
and fans love it. Graham, in response to one of our singing Instagrams, said, and I quote, migraine. Keeps us humble. We need it.
We've also gotten a review that just said no. And one that said too much chatter. And I'm like, that's the whole point of the podcast.
Just read erotic fanfic without talking about it, you would just be listening to horny stories about it.
It's an audiobook.
Lindsay, Allie, and I are personally going to find everybody that writes something negative and change their minds and hearts.
No, but really, we do have great fans. As you can see, we all have some fan art made about us. So I'll probably say I was the first. Lindsay made bets that Danny would be the first, so for sure. Suck up. And then Danny had his great little montage from his birthday. It was not too long ago. And then I'm in bed with Ron.
I didn't make it myself, but it sounds like I did, doesn't it?
The artist, Marca, is in the room.
Oh yes, look at us. We're so happy you're here. This is so fun. We are just thrilled that people would even want to come out and listen to us do this weird stuff, or that people listen. And so, thank you for being here. It means a lot to us. And now we're going to get into the good. So we're just going to cover rules and games really quickly of what you can expect. So if everyone, who has their wands up and down sign? Let's see it. So I don't know if you picked up from the beautiful jingle at the end, but this is sort of like, is this turning me on or is it turning me off? So at any point you feel so moved, you can tell us.
Anytime, live polling.
Hold it up and it better be green or we're shutting this whole thing down. Just kidding. And we may ask if you can't start questions.
Whose wand was up with the tentacle in the castle?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to the castle. Yeah, kinky.
Castle sex.
Tons of Ravenclaw.
Alright, and then when you walked in, you should have been asked by our two lovely assistants at the door, Mandy and Matt, as you were checking in, to put your name in the Goblet of Desire. If anyone hasn't put their name in the Goblet of Desire yet, you have like 30 seconds to do it. And
say what it means.
And I will. And what the Goblet of Desire is we are going to select 5 people to read an excerpt of the story. So there's a lovely little microphone there waiting for you. And if you are selected, you get to read. And it's super steamy. I picked out a few excerpts. They're not too vulgar or dirty, so you're not going to be embarrassed to read it, hopefully.
So a few more minutes to put that in.
We're unfazed by vulgar and dirty now, so who knows what it is.
How do I get it?
Put your name, write your name down, throw it in, and then when we're done with this, we're going to select.
The cute guy in the Hufflepuff costume
Yes.
is collecting it.
There we go.
And then there's no slide for this, so we're totally outliving. Do you guys get sorted into your sexual house? This has significant implications. Not really, but good to know, and try it out. Tell us about the musicians and the food, and let us know.
Who got Ravenclaw?
Where are my Huffles? So many. Get your heels here, Huffles. Slytherin. Intimidation.
69. Evil does win.
Okay. Lastly, who watches Watch What Happens with Andy Cohen? Other people don't have things to do on Sunday mornings. Perfect. We have the word of the night, and every time you hear the word tongue, you drink.
That will let you know.
Drink. Okay, let's hop to it.
Wait, we need to pull the names.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna pull the names.
Yes. Get that goblet up here.
We're doing this so that you can, like, relax for the rest of the show.
And so when we call your name, come up where this microphone is, and we're going to hand you the piece of the story that you'll read as the time presents itself. It sounds confusing. It's not.
It's not. And there, you will have in black is written the sentence before you read. Your part is going to be written in giant red letters, so you can't miss it. All right. So the first reader, number 1, Kim Boland.
Kim Boland!
Where are you, Kim? Where's Kim?
There she is.
Right.
Okay. She's doing fine.
Danny, want to hand her the...
She's just cheating to get a front row seat now. Next up.
Okay. Next up, we've got Chase Jordan.
That does sound like a Harry Potter character. He's a Ravenclaw and he's a secret. Where's the character named Jordan? Help me out. Dean.
Lee Jordan.
Lee. It's a good thing there's a bunch of Potter fans here.
Blaze Zabini. No, sorry. Megan Sickler.
She used to be a teacher, so I know she's good at reading.
Take it around in here, guys, and kind of switch it up. Get people in the back. Julie Bachman.
Julie.
Okay, we got one more.
Last one. Get your Kelly weed ready.
Valerie Gunn.
I read a lot. And I talk more, so.
Okay. And the story that you will be reading is... We got 3 more games and then we'll read it.
It's so dictionary.
Tonight's tale is Harry, Ginny, and Polyjuice. Let's do it. Yeah? We're missing number 5. Here she is.
And so readers, you guys can sit back down. You'll hear, because we read Potterotica, we'll pause the story, and then you'll know to come up and read your bit. So don't worry, sit back and relax the Polyjuice.
Okay, this is happening. No turning back. I will be reading tonight, so help me out if you know the words. Oh, we sit down. Oh, thank God. Okay. We're back. Harry, Ginny, and Polyjuice Potion by Harry, Ginny 1. So, quick applause. Harry had, this is the summary. Should I read that or just get to it? Just get to it. My God, Harry, Ginny shouted loudly. What is that vile-smelling stuff? Harry grinned at her over the 2 cups of thick, greenish liquid that he held in his hands. Polyjuice Potion, he said quietly, smiling again. She smiled at the mischievous look in Harry's eyes. He was up to no good. Orator's map reference. No, okay. Neat. And just what are you planning to do with that Polyjuice Potion? She asked. Harry grinned again, his eyes bright. He looked at Ginny like he couldn't believe that she was real. The Battle of Hogwarts had ended 2 years before, and he and Ginny had been back together since that summer. It had been the best 2 years of Harry's life.
Time to take it to the next level.
Next level. This is like when you get tested in a relationship, like who's on your list, and then somebody, you say somebody, and then you guys break up because it was like the wrong person. He's like, I ain't got the hair of somebody that I'm gonna put in. It's not you though. You're gonna be somebody else I have sex with. He had fixed up Grimmauld Place and had moved in immediately. Did I mess that up? No. Okay. Since then, he and Ginny had spent countless hours here learning about each other's hopes and desires and committing every inch of each other's bodies to memory. It's like The Bachelor. How was that date? Did you like that date? It was a good date. That's my impression. Nearly every Nearly every first that they had had as a couple had occurred here, and to Harry, Grimmauld Place is where he had found his deepest happiness.
Deepest.
Yeah.
They had touched each other intimately for the first time here.
Second base.
Harry had seen, touched, and kissed Ginny's body here. Ginny had touched Harry everywhere. Stroking him and taking him into her mouth here. Runs up. I'm so sorry, Renee. Runs up. When Harry entered Ginny for the first time, it had been here. Harry considered Grimmauld Place their home, their sex palace. The first time they had made love to each other had been months ago. They had learned and experimented together about pleasing each other. Harry had been pleasantly surprised to find that Ginny was an enthusiastic and uninhibited lover.
They've been a while. They've been there for 2 years and just had sex, like...
No, they've been having... Yeah, they took their time for the first year and a half.
They were just saying about intimate touches.
Oh, so where did you grow up? Under the stairs. Ginny likes a fixer-upper. She had been willing to try anything, and always dreamed of new things for them to try, much to Harry's delight. But tonight, he had something new for her. Hey, Gin, he said.
That tells us everything about how you feel about Harry.
Hey, Gin. We got polyjuice. Hey, let's do some entering.
Hey, Gin, he began, putting the cups down on the table in front of them, pulling Ginny to her feet.
2 wizards, 1 cup.
Azkaban. Azkabans. He held her close, slipping 3 fingers between the gap of her jeans and the soft, warm skin of her lower back.
That feels very 90s, like, come on, girl. Low rise.
Belly chain. Move that belly chain out of the way.
Your dangly rhinestone butterfly.
Your Playboy bunny rhinestone belly button.
She closed her eyes at his touch and pulled him closer. I love you, Harry continued. Is that going to ruin the story? I'll work on it. You have your body inside and out. But it's not enough. It's never enough. I can't get close enough to you. As tight as I hold you against me, it's never really close enough. That's how
Harry's annoying.
That's how I feel about burritos.
Harry wants to climb her skin.
Ginny smiled and pulled herself even more into Harry's arms.
How much closer can they get at this point?
This is like The Bachelor, I'm telling you. It's like, get off each other and talk, you guys.
Harry wore Ginny like a suit of skin.
I was going to do no, sounds like this, no? Okay, different podcast. Ginny smiled and pulled herself even more into Harry's arms. I know exactly what you mean, Harry. Honestly, I want to just consume you sometimes. Does that make any sense?
No.
No? It was getting a little werewolfy. She asked and pulled back slightly to look in his eyes. He was staring at her, serious.
Okay.
Unlike the wolf, not serious. Yeah, okay. Dog.
It's
Reader 1.
Who's ready?
Can you play the tune again? Sorry, I talked over it. Reader. Let's get applause. Parkour.
Hello.
Alright.
I'm ready to go.
Ready.
Harry nodded. That's why I want to try this with you, Gin, he said, tilting his head toward the cups again. I want to feel what it's like to be you. To feel what my touch feels like on your how it feels when I'm inside of you. When I touch you and make you come.
Nice job.
fun begins.
Ginny closed her eyes for a second and smiled. You mean you would be me? And I would be you? Ginny asked tentatively. That's a plot device. She knows what's happening. Harry nodded. There's only enough potion here for a couple of hours, so it would be a brief experiment. What do you think? Ginny was already grinning and nodding her head. This will be incredible! I'll be able to feel all of the sensations that you feel when I have you in my mouth or when you're inside of me.
Oh my god.
Yep, that's the idea, Harry said, smiling with her now. Yeah, there we go. Don't you sometimes just want to feel what your own genitalia feel like? No? Okay.
I don't think I want to have sex with me. Like, I don't I mean, people should want that.
Ringing endorsement from the lady herself. Yep, that's the idea, Harry said, smiling with her now. Jesus, what are we waiting for? Ginny said, reaching for a cup.
Slamming that cup.
I feel like a little nervous that she's so into it.
There's no like, let's do some pros and cons. Like, something could go wrong. Like, this will be really
Hopefully
fun.
we're getting to rules, because this needs some asterisks.
Remember when Hermione did this and you turned into a cat? This could go real south.
Yeah, make sure you got the right hair. Hold on, Harry said. We need to add a couple of hairs. He snipped a few strands of Ginny's hair and dropped it in his cup.
From where? I'm doing that to myself. It was
And did the same to his and added them to hers. Harry's cup containing Ginny's hair turned a smooth, burnished orange, and Ginny's cup with Harry's hair turned to liquid gold.
He's so special.
I think hers should also have been liquid gold. What if it's like a whole trick and it's like floor? Like, son of a bitch. Harry tipped his cup to his lips and warned Ginny, this stuff tastes horrible. Ginny,
Between your pants and
this stuff tastes horrible. Just getting in the character. Ginny picked up her cup and looked at Harry. To a successful, enticing, and informative evening, she said and clinked her cup with Harry's. I'm once down on that.
Informative. That was very Ravenclaw, Jane.
To science! They drank until their cups were empty. Then Harry took Ginny's hand and led her up the stairs to their bedroom. By the time Harry closed the bedroom door, he had already shrunk down to Ginny's height, and his clothes were now hanging off his body. He had turned to find Ginny frantically peeling off her jeans and shirt before they constricted her breathing. Because she was getting bigger.
I don't feel like they were that different inside.
Harry's probably
Harry's rippling muscles bust through her skin.
Let's just all imagine it's this version of Harry.
I like to imagine that Harry's like, I love the way your jeans fit.
You know, like couples where the guys can't wear the girls' jeans, and yeah. So maybe we get this down here
We
too.
saw that Mindy Project episode where that happens, and the guy sits on the puts on her jeans and he goes, why are my jeans so baggy and filled with Starburst wrappers? She's like, shit, those are my jeans, take them off.
So even though my husband's shaking his head no, he may or may not have worn my clothes for Halloween when he went out as Katy Perry and I went out as Russell Brand.
Harry laughed as he looked at a mirror image of himself in a bra and panties, a sight that he really wasn't too keen on seeing again anytime soon. Ginny smiled, too, at the sight of herself in Harry's baggy jeans and t-shirt. I look good in your clothes, she said. Yeah, you do. Harry agreed, looking down at himself, but seeing Ginny's body instead. Please take that bra off me. Have a little respect, he joked. Harry watched as Ginny slipped off the bra and laughed as she pulled the front of her panties forward and looked down. This is like big.
How are we feeling yet? How are we feeling right now about
Let's take a pulse.
You
Check your wands.
Okay.
In one more sentence,
We're confused.
you might change.
Equally confused. Looks even bigger from this angle, Ginny said. Confidence. Ginny said as she worked the panties down her legs and kicked them off. So, how does it feel to have boobs? She asked and chuckled. Harry smiled. Let me see, he said and peeled off his t-shirt. He looked down at his now ample chest and grinned. He brought his hands up and held his breasts in his hands and ran his thumb over his nipples. A shot of electric heat hit his clitoris instantly, and he moaned. You know, when you graze your nipples on something and your whole body shudders.
Everyone knows it takes that easy.
That's how girls orgasm, you guys. Oh, I like it on it.
We double as a medical podcast.
Nice, right? Ginny asked, smiling at Harry.
I wish she said boobs, right?
Boobs, right?
Boobs, am I right?
Wow, was all that he could manage. How do you not touch these all day long? Ladies, you're in public, so... And guys as well. Everybody hands up. Hands where we can see them. I didn't even think of that as a risk. Okay. I made it dirty. I made this whole thing dirty. Ginny laughed out loud and approached Harry. The novelty wears off after a while. These need to go, she said, and slid her baggy jeans and boxers to the ground. She looked at the reflection of her body and shook her head. This is so strange. Harry took her hand and led her to the bed and laid her down on her back. Do you want to know what it feels like to be me when you touch me? It's going to be very confusing. Don't overthink it, just let it happen. Harry spoke softly. Ginny looked in his eyes and nodded, trusting herself not to speak. Harry spoke softly. Close your eyes and feel this, he said, and she complied.
Get a load of this, Ginny.
Check this out. Harry kissed her lips, her neck, her shoulders.
That was his big move. Brace yourself.
You're about to get a French kiss.
You might not know what a neck feels like.
Thank
You
God
had one of those?
He sucked on the spot behind her left ear that he loved Ginny to kiss. She moaned deeply. Oh, he's doing it to himself, and there we go. She suddenly sat up and gasped, looking wildly at Harry, and then down at her body, which was now Harry's. Her dick was pulsing on its own and before her eyes. Ginny said. Wow, so many sensations, Harry. How do you stand it? It feels like every single nerve ending that I have are all concentrated here. Every time you touch me, I feel it here. Oh.
Number 2.
Let's go, Chase!
Chase Jordan.
Ginny grabbed the base of her penis and moaned again. She began stroking it slowly with her hand, and Harry leaned onto his side, watching her. It was surreal to see himself masturbating. He was literally having an out-of-body experience. He smiled. He knew exactly the sensations coursing through Ginny's body right now.
Yeah! Snapchat does not exist in this universe, so he's never seen it. Just kidding.
And now you know what you're doing.
After a minute, Eric tugged her hand away, replacing it with his own hand and mouth. He swirled his
Harry's about to give himself a blowjob.
Harry swirled his tongue around and brought his mouth down as far as it would go, all the while stroking her gently. Ginny screamed again and began panting and cursing.
Should we do sound effects or no?
Jesus fuck, Harry! She brought herself up on her elbows and watched him intently. Watched what he was doing, the pressure, the speed, concentrating on the sensation that each stroke caused, finding out what felt amazing to him so that she could remember everything.
Like he's done it before.
Like, that's not how you usually like it. That's so weird. What about the Ginny that time?
This is new.
I love when you do this, Harry said, and slid between Ginny's legs, wrapping his breasts around Ginny's dick. He pushed them together, surrounding Ginny, and moved his body up and down, licking Ginny's head. Ginny shuddered and closed her eyes, thrusting her hips involuntarily.
Boobs, right?
Ew.
Every guy likes boobs to BJ's. That's usually the order.
Fuck, Harry. Yes. Oh my god. This is so incredible. I feel it deep in my belly. We love this one. Like, belly's the least.
Belly. Oh, it's not sexy. It's a very popular word in the fanfic.
Harry smiled at her. He knew that feeling. She was getting close. He took her fully into his mouth again and increased his pace and pressure. He took her balls in his hand and squeezed gently, then pressed on the flesh just beneath her balls.
Nice emotion. We really got into it. A deep, guttural cry came from Ginny then, as she grabbed Harry's hair, holding him in place as she thrust one last time. Coming in his mouth as he swirled his... We're ruining Harry Potter and harmonicas at once.
Oh man, I forgot we were gonna call these Hermione-cas.
Hermione-cas.
It's a stretch.
And he swirled his tongue again and again. He swallowed, grimacing. That stuff tasted awful. Harry licked the last remnants of Ginny's cum from her dick. And it tastes terrible, but you gotta finish it. And crawled back to her, lying on his back. She automatically folded herself into his arms, although it was a little awkward now that she was so much bigger than him. They chuckled as they shifted positions. Harry, my God, I never knew. No wonder all men are so focused on sex. That was incredible. I like that with women, it's like, oh, we got used to it, now we've moved along. But guys, it's like, no, every time it's awesome. It never gets old. Harry chuckled and nodded. Now let me show you how it feels when you touch me, Ginny whispered as she threw her legs over Harry's hips. Ella, she bent down and licked him from his neck to his shoulder. She sucked on Harry's neck and he moaned, bringing his hands up to caress the strong muscles of Ginny's arms. Ginny bent her head and lightly flicked her... We've been practicing for years. Flicked her tongue across Harry's nipple, and he gasped as he felt his nipple pucker against Ginny's mouth. She grazed her teeth lightly over the hard nib, and Harry pressed her head. And Harry pressed her head harder to his chest. Now he knew exactly why Ginny loved this so much.
It's time for number 4.
Lindsay didn't buy these harmonicas. She had 2 available for tonight.
It's not true, they were at the bar, they were here.
I have number 10. Oh, there you go.
There we go, number 10.
Podcast.
Is he going to share? Yeah, okay.
Right, ready? Ginny took his nipple between her teeth and tugged. Harry felt a white-hot line of heat travel from his nipple directly to his core and felt himself become slick between his legs. Yeah, he liked this.
I will say, I think this is an accelerated timeline given the one shot. And like this, it's a lot of that. You gotta go.
They only got 2 hours to make it happen, so.
Ginny pinched Harry's other nipple between her fingers harder and harder, and Harry closed his eyes and exhaled sharply. Yeah, Gin, that feels amazing, he said.
Yeah, Ginny, get the nibs.
Just stay from the belly button up, that's all I want.
Neck, shoulder, nib, neck.
She agreed. Just wait. Ginny stroked Harry's stomach, his rib cage, his hips, all the while blazing a trail of kisses to his belly button. She swirled her tongue into the tight hole, and Harry chuckled. That tickles.
For anyone who has listened to our podcast, season 1, this sounds very much like a snake move. Yeah. He is erogenous stone.
Her snake went after like a crook of her elbow and behind her head, behind the ear.
In between each knuckle.
Oh yeah. It's real.
It took 7 chapters for either of them to insert or whatever, so this one's
Enter.
She smiled, too, and pushed Harry's thighs apart as she lay down between them. She kissed the inside of his thighs, licking and sucking, each time stopping just short of his core.
Disintegrating.
Harry was writhing beneath her as her 10th lick up his thigh failed to reach his center. How many does it take to the center of the 3 licks, and she got into it. Eat that Tootsie Pop. Stop teasing me. You're driving me insane, Harry said, and was very disconcerted to hear a giggle escape Ginny's lips and his voice. Sorry, but you do that to me all the time. I wanted to show you how it feels, Ginny said. So passive-aggressive. That would be my one Polyjuice rule, like no passive-aggressive sex acts.
Don't show me what you don't like.
Right. All of that stuff.
She just rolls over and falls asleep.
Something to eat.
Are we gonna do things the normal way?
I don't want Taco Bell.
I'll never do it again, Harry promised, closing his eyes and exhaling. Don't worry, I like the teasing sometimes, she replied softly. Ginny touched Harry's core then, lightly stroking him with her finger, and smiled when he asked. She drew her finger up and down his slick folds as Harry's... Those are the vagina. The vagina.
It was the labia.
As Harry's breathing hitched and became fast-paced, Ginny circled his clit once and then plunged a finger into Harry, making him curse loudly and buck his hips. Fuck Ginny. Ginny was intrigued by the feel of Harry's core, knowing that she was feeling an exact replica of her own. The walls of her vagina were so wet, so slick. She was amazed to feel that her cock was hard again. Ready. It's ready again. Give us a minute.
They're definitely in their early 20s.
Yeah. Ginny, Harry breathed, please. Ginny knew just what he wanted, and she parted his lips with her fingers and guided her drink until Harry screamed up and down his slit. Harry shot up onto his elbows and watched her until he couldn't take it anymore. He squeezed his eyes closed tight and let his head fall back, concentrating on the exquisite pleasure of Ginny's. We didn't read this except to figure out how to get you guys all wasted. So that was the only pre-reading. Ginny took Harry's clit between her lips and sucked on it gently, lashing it with her. You guys need refills? Just holler. Until Harry screamed her name. She smiled and plunged 2 fingers deep into Harry, and he screamed again. Ginny could feel him pulsing around her fingers, contracting his walls again and again until he fell back onto the bed, panting.
Aren't you glad your dad decided not to come
Yeah,
back?
Nana, hi!
Just have to support your art.
Thanks, and she can't hear it anyway. It's fine. Well, I'm done. I lost. I'm thinking.
Lines are down.
Holy shit, was all Harry could manage, and Ginny just nodded. Ginny, Jesus, that was so intense, Harry said. I know. And the best part is that it can happen again and again. Ginny crawled back between Harry's legs and positioned herself at his core. This is the strangest night of my life. I mean, that, like, the Voldemort thing was a little weird, but this is crazy. This is top 4.
Discovering I'm a wizard now.
When I returned with a cake, I was like, this is weird, but...
Winning the Triwizard Tournament?
MBD. This is the strangest night of my life. I'm about to go fuck myself. That's what this whole thing was. Ginny said, and Harry laughed out loud. Oh, they're in on it. His laughter was silenced quickly as Ginny pressed herself hard and fast into his entrance. He's doing the Diagon Alley approach. Just tapping. Yeah. Ginny thrust in a little at a time, unable to believe how something this big was going to fit completely inside.
I did not think that Harry would be Valentine.
No. Ginny's, but she could feel Harry's vagina expanding. Hasn't she already proven? I mean, she's proven it can. This isn't the first time that this has happened. It's just in this order, you know, it's like, she knows it can fit.
I wish the story would be called Harry's Vagina Expanding.
Should reach out to the author for a rewrite.
Hey, thanks for letting us read your story.
We have a couple of suggestions to make.
You're only going to drink once, and it's when we say Harry's vagina expanding, but it's going to be worth it. Stretching to accommodate her flesh. She felt the ridges of his walls and the tight flesh pressing against her penis was the most exquisite friction. Harry was amazed as well, feeling Ginny fill him so completely. This had been one of the best ideas that he had ever had. If not the only, one of these ideas.
Probably Hermione's idea.
He read about it in the Skeeter column. Now he really knew what it felt like to make love to Ginny and be loved by her. He had never loved her more than at this moment. He was whole, complete. Yeah, love.
Love you guys.
Tears sprang to his eyes as he reached for her. Harry pulled Ginny close and kissed her. He was speechless, but he felt so much.
Wants down for emotions back here.
This road just wants a hump and dump. PWP girl.
Sorry guys, it gets sweeter. I love you, he whispered, and she kissed him again.
We want you to vagina to keep expanding.
Harry's vagina. Love you too, Ginny answered, increasing the pace of her thrusting. Oh, it's mid-coitus. She took Harry's right leg and put it up over her shoulder and pressed. Harry exhaled and cursed again, breathing heavy. Gin, yeah. Why am I reading? He felt it then, the pressure building deep, low in his belly. Ginny, he breathed. So close, he said, squeezing his eyes shut again and moving his hips in time with hers. It took only 3 more thrusts for Harry to scream and pulse rapidly around Ginny. Feeling Harry's walls squeeze her again and again was all it took to make Ginny come as well. She felt her balls tighten and she felt as if she was expelling an entire liter of liquid into her. He was so warm. She never wanted to leave here.
Ginny lay back on the bed with Harry next to her, and they looked at each other and smiled. Ginny chuckled as Harry began to fondle his breasts again.
She's practicing all night. Fondle his breast again. No, that's not good. Fondle his breast again. That's it.
Inflection is everything.
Inflection is everything. That is so strange to watch, Harry, she mumbled, laughing. Like, no, stop that. You know, respect my boobs. Why? He asked.
Hi, what's weird? I have no idea. That was so normal from this angle.
Well, don't you think this is weird? She asked, taking her dick in her hand and beginning to stroke it.
Oh, now it's weird. What about this? Is this weird? What about now?
I dressed it up as a little man. Is that weird?